Good afternoon, book lovers of the internet. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am Book Nerd 802, and in this video I have a book which I am extremely excited to read to share with you, and that book is no other than Strange Buildings by Uketsu. I received this one just a couple of days ago, and if you take a look at the price at the back, it says 20.99, and you might think that I paid full price for this book, but since it was apparently World Book Day or something along those lines during the month of April, I got 25% off, and yeah, it cost me significantly less. But anyway, in this video I am going to be chatting with you about Strange Buildings, mainly just a bit of an unboxing kind of video so far because I haven't started reading it yet. And yeah, if you take a look at my channel, I have already reviewed Strange Pictures a couple of months ago, um, and Strange Houses as well, which I found to be very interesting and which I bought from the Waterstones outlet in Llandudno in Wales during my trip to Wales last summer, and now I am very excited to be holding the third installment within the series. And as you can see, this is approximately twice the length of the first two books. It is almost as thick as the first two books put together, and what I find to be very interesting and perhaps inspirational about Uketsu is that he is an author, a Japanese author. Of course, these books were translated into English. Yeah, he's a Japanese author, and he is also a YouTuber who has kept his identity hidden from the entirety of the world. And we already have the title of the fourth installment in the series at the back of the book. It is going to be called Strange Maps. Of course, a bit of a shout out to Jim Ryan, I think, for translating the book into English as well. Basically, these books are stories which tie in together, and they have a lot of clues to help the reader interact with the story and immerse themselves further into the world of the story. There is murder going on. There are clues hidden within pictures and within the blueprints for houses and apartments, and as the readers, we are meant to discover what is going on before ultimately the writer reveals what is happening. There are a lot of illustrations as well, and the way in which these books are written is fascinating to say the least. Definitely a challenge to the form, I must admit. I haven't seen books like this one in a very long time. A lot of diagrams and illustrations, and yeah, such diagrams, of course, they make the read a very quick one, and they just encourage you to read on and on until you're basically exhausted. At the back of the book, we have praise from three authors which I am familiar with as well. We have Arif Kwang, author of Catabasis. She says, Uketsu's strange riddles are chilling and addictive. Then Janice Hallett, the author of The Appeal, says the Banksy of Japanese fiction. Quite a an accurate comment, I must say. And G.T. Carber, the author of Myrtle, says delightfully macabre and fiendishly clever. I suppose I have to agree with her as well. Um, this is what happens when you open the book up as well. Of course, in the previous book, we were introduced to some sort of cult which had to do with chopping hands off for no reason or having some sort of genetic disability running in a family as well. I am very bad with Japanese names, and that is the reason as to why I can't usually figure out the mystery before it is explained to me because I do not have a good memory for the names in Japanese or who the characters mainly are. I tend to get confused, and the story itself, considering that it is translated from the Japanese into English, there is a certain level of authenticity which is doubtlessly lost. But anyway, this is what it's about. We have a lonely hut in the woods, a hidden chamber, a mysterious shrine, a home in flames, a nightmarish prison. Each of the buildings in this book tells a chilling story. Each one is part of a puzzle. Look closely and you'll see that everything is connected, all leading to a terrifying revelation. Millions of readers have become addicted to solving Uketsu's dark mysteries. Strange Buildings is the strangest and darkest so far. And I'm not quite sure whether this one ties into the first two books as well. I wonder whether there is some sort of connection happening there. But this is what the book begins with. On a cold, windy day, I walked through the streets of Umegaoka towards my friend the draftsman's flat. I was carrying 11 files. And apparently Uketsu is a character within his own stories as well, which is yet another extremely clever way of immersing your readers within the story, because of course it gives the impression that all of this is happening within the real world, despite how much of um, a magical realism vibe there might be to it in a way, and despite how brutal and gruesome some of the stories may be. So yeah, this is why I suppose I am so obsessed with the series by Uketsu. Of course, I am also a massive fan of the design of the books and the fact that Uketsu himself is a YouTuber just like me, and he has never once revealed his identity, which is something that I find to be very fascinating as well. And yeah, I believe a couple of months ago, when this book was first announced, I made a video to tell you all about it, and then I made a community post as well to share the cover when it was revealed. This one was published towards the end of February, by the way, so I am about 2.5 months late. But yeah, I can't believe that I finally have my hands on it, and a big shout out to Merlin Library for delivering this book to my doorstep and for the discount which they had going on for World Book Day. I definitely look forward to reading this, and of course, I will tell you all about it um, once I have completed it. Yeah, this is what Uketsu looks like behind the mask. And yeah, I suppose that is all I had to say with regard to this book. If you enjoy the unboxing, if you can even call it an unboxing, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. Take a look at the rest of my content because why not? It's absolutely brilliant. Let me know if you have read this book or not. And yeah, make sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think. Thank you all so much for watching and stay tuned for more amazing content coming your way because I have fallen behind and I have a lot of videos which I have to upload and a lot of bookish content as well, which is definitely coming your way. Thank you all for watching. Take care, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one, hopefully very, very soon. Bye, guys.